What up? This is Robert Ory.
Ory, three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
I know what's going on, Big Shot Bob. It's the shoot-around. Second show of the week. If you ever have a question for us, at Big Shot Bob Pod, pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Facebook, you can find us all over the place. BigShotBobPod@gmail.com. I do have questions to get to, but we sort of teased this at the end of the Tuesday show, or the Wednesday show this week, but was Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's involvement in the Olympics. So we talked about him carrying the torch. He was part of that. But he got to do a little bit of a recap on badminton. And let me tell you, the more I hear Snoop Dogg do this stuff, the more I'm like, we got to get him on more stuff.
Oh, I love this badminton right here. This is a great rally right here between China and the U.S. right here. As you see, it don't stop to the casket drop. They rocking and rolling, back and forth. Give me that. No, I need that. No, over here. No, over there. What about over there? No, what about there? No, give me that. I need that. That too. No, sit down somewhere. Get out. Wait a minute. Hold it. Way up in the sky. Now down. Back up. Over there. Now over here. Get out the way. Move. I told you we need that. That was a good point.
Wow. That's I'd watch badminton all day just to hear Snoop do that stupid shit. That's funny. That's great, man.
That's hilarious.
So we joked. I'm sorry, go ahead.
How sharp you got to be. How sharp he is, that show you how good of a rapper he is, because he can just go straight off the dome and just do stuff like
just
that.
Just goof. Yeah. I mean, we joked because we heard him. He did like an inning and a half of what the hell was it? The Brewers game last month. We played that audio. Where I really feel like you got to get Snoop Dogg on an NBA broadcast this year. I want to hear him call like a quarter of basketball.
Yeah, the funny part is like Snoop wants to do, like we talked to him one time.
You have to you got to get this done, dude.
And he wants to do a game, but his thing is a lot of studios like they because he comes in, they worry about him bringing that that smoke in or whatever it is. So, shit, put him in the green room, open the back door, let him sit back there and just do the shit, man. He's
smoke
so good.
From he's gonna be we're Snoop Live calling the game from outside the arena so he can smoke. I like that, but I would love to see Snoop call an NBA game, dude. And I'm stunned that you haven't made that happen.
Yeah, because heck, what was that? The Brewers, they had him up in the booth.
He did like an inning and a half, man. It was great.
And baseball is late to the party on everything.
Yeah.
You tried?
Yeah, we tried a couple of times, but it just didn't. The timing wasn't good. So, and then after a while, it kind of fizzled out. So I'm gonna have to reapproach that.
Yeah, I think you should.
I have to call the powers that be over there.
It's too good, man. And he's getting too much hype right now for doing this stuff. So it's a good opportunity. Yeah. Let's go to a question from Kenny. This is for Rob. I guess we can all really answer it though. Yo, Rob, how do you guys feel about Shaq trolling Rudy Gobert on Instagram? And I don't know if you saw this or not.
I didn't
Shaq
see it.
posted a picture of Rudy Gobert's head on a Walmart cashier with the caption that said, "Rudy Gobert if he wasn't 7'1". So basically, Shaq is going, he'd be checking people out at Walmart if he's not 7 feet tall.
He trolling. He trolls.
He's trolling, but the way that he's played the postseason, all the conversations we've had about him being a defensive liability.
Yeah.
I get it. It's not undeserved. You know what I mean?
So they played yesterday. I think they played Japan. And that went to the last shot. Like it required them getting fouled and going to the line. This is France to send it into overtime.
3-quarter and one. Yeah.
And then Wemby took over in overtime for them to win the game. And I'm sitting here like, who's the tallest person on Japan? Because every time I look at their squad,
Rui?
Huh?
Is it Rui?
Hachimura? Yeah.
And Rui is what, 6'7"?
Yeah,
6'8"?
I don't know. Yeah.
So my thing is, I know Wemby's only one player, and I know that Rudy's like, come on, y'all. Are they? What is up with France? Like, y'all got them two on your squad, and you got is Patty Mills on that squad too?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
I just, how do you go down to the wire with Japan?
I don't know.
Because Japan was lighting their asses up from outside.
From outside, yeah. Okay.
All right. Victor, Evan Fournier, Batum, Gobert. This is France, by the way.
Come on, y'all.
I mean, like legit players.
Yes!
Legit players. Yeah. I don't know, man. All right, let's get back to it. I don't know. I feel like Shaq trolls everybody. So.
It's gonna be interesting.
I think
see.
Shaq trolls everybody.
He trolls everybody.
But Gobert is just one of those players who's easy to troll because when you win awards and everybody in the whole country thinks you don't deserve that award, it's easy to troll you because think about it. Outside of his team, nobody in the world thinks he should have been Defensive Player of the Year. Unless you're in France. But that's it.
All right, Rob, you know the one thing I've always dreamed about if I hit the lottery or hit it rich, you know what I always wanted?
Let me guess. A Ferrari, a mansion in the hills, a butler, a maid.
You know what? I'm going to say yes to all of those, but the one thing that I always really wanted, personal chef. Like every time I go to the doctor, she's like, you're doing good. You need to lose a little bit of weight, and that all comes with what you eat. And I'm like, I like to cook. This is coming from a guy who loves to cook, but like all the meal prep and everything goes, that's what I want. I want a chef.
No, my friend. You don't need all that. What you need is Factor Meals. Factor Meals, they're fresh, they're never frozen, and they're dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So being busy is no longer an excuse, my friend. So you'll always have the time to enjoy nutritious, no prep, no mess, great tasting meals.
All right, yeah, I'm like reading through this now. I'm looking at all the things they have on here, and this is loaded. They offer chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. So if you're looking to lose weight, all that works. That's good for me. 35 different meals and more. 60 add-ons to choose from every week. The variety is unbelievable, and they offer restaurant-quality meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, and blackened salmon. So, I think you've kind of talked me into this, buddy.
Hey, stop me right there. Blackened salmon, that's my favorite.
Dude, love it, man.
And you think about it. We always talk about dad bods. You know what? Dad bods. Think about it. I'm not allowed to mess up the kitchen if I'm getting rid of my dad bod. So factor this in. My kitchen time is at a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes. Think that 2 minutes. No shopping, prepping, cooking, and our favorite, no cleaning up.
Thank you.
And you get to choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat if you're that type of person, or simply eat well balanced. And I got a deal for you to get started.
Yeah, I've got it right here. If you go to factormeals.com/BigShotBob50 and use that code BigShotBob50, you're going to get 50% off your first box, plus 20% off the next month if you sign up. Now, I got to tell you, 2 minutes to be done with dinner, no prep, no mess. Dude, sign me up. It's BigShotBob50 at factormeals.com/BigShotBob50. Get you 50% off your first box, 20% off the next month while your subscription is active. So thank you to our friends at Factor Meals for throwing us some food. I'm anxious to cook these things up and see how they are, and hope keeping our podcast going here.
Factor Meals is what's right for you in the fast life we live in.
That's right, man. All right, I do have a little bit more audio to get to. Let's do a couple baseball stories before we get to our last question from Cody, which I don't think we can even answer because it's about Deadpool. And I don't think you've seen Deadpool yet.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen Deadpool.
Son of a bitch, Cody! We're gonna end up having to throw your answer. Sorry, Cody. All right, well, let's do one of the baseball stories. We got two good, what I think are fun baseball stories here. Oh, I forgot Drew Holiday. Let's back up to Drew Holiday. Sorry, Drew Holiday was doing an interview with FIBA and said he gave the 3 hardest players he ever had to defend. And they were Kobe, Derrick Rose, and Kemba Walker. Interesting.
I can see Kemba.
Yeah.
And when Kemba was at his peak, I can see that.
I get it. But 3 very different styles of players there. But everyone's defensive style completely different. Rob, who were the hardest guys you had to defend in your days in the league? And I know, by the way, this question is different for every player we will ever talk to.
Yeah, it's weird. Grant Hill, because he had the ball constantly. You had to guard him full court. Chuck Person, and people are like, Chuck Person, who the fuck is Rifleman?
Yeah.
You got to remember, Chuck was averaging like 30 points a game. He used to come out, people don't understand. Reggie Miller learned to come off those screens from Chuck Person when Chuck was in Indiana, running off those screens and just lighting people up. So Chuck Person, and then to me, Charles Barkley. Those three, because
Okay.
Charles had that low center of gravity.
Yeah.
He could jump out the gym. He could take you inside, outside. So those three guys were, and they three different total players.
Yeah, but I mean,
you think
again,
one
to
of
Drew
them-
Holiday's point, same thing. Kobe, Kemba, and Derrick
Yeah.
Rose, three totally different styles of players. Interesting.
Oh, Rasheed, I might have to throw Rasheed Wallace in there too, because
Rasheed, dude.
he shot the ball so fucking high though.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that keeps the ball high when he shoots it.
Okay, interesting. All right, now we'll move on to the baseball stories. I'm going to play you. Rob, are you familiar with a guy named Sal Licata?
No, I'm not.
This is, by the way, a Mets story.
Yeah.
We know Rob is a Mets fan. Harper and I are Braves fans. We work for the Atlanta Braves here. We do this show from Truist Park.
I'm a Dodgers fan now, man.
Oh, no. Oh, you bailed on the Mets? God bless you.
Yeah, I bailed on the Mets.
Good for you. Fucking Mets. All right, well, Sal Licata is the WFAN host in New York who in 2022, in like the middle of the summer, actually it was Memorial Day weekend, declared the National League East is over. The Mets are going to win the division. No one's going to touch them. The Braves can't catch them. This was like June 1st. And then proceeded to watch the Braves get red hot, lose very few games, and beat the Mets the last series of the season to win the East and kick the Mets out. The Mets ended up losing in the wild card play-in games. So the Mets not only lost the division, they didn't get it beaten faster. He got crucified for this, like crushed by Mets fans and Braves fans alike, who two fan bases that agree on nothing except how much they hate Sal Licata. Well, good old Sally did it again this past weekend after the Mets won their first two against the Braves. He tweets out the NL wild card race is over. And then the Mets proceed to implode. They lose. They let the Braves run 15 straight runs on them. One of their pitchers, they waited for like 4 months to get healthy. He gets hurt almost immediately. So it was like the curse of Sal Licata. Well, I'm going to give you another name you may or may not be familiar with. Do you know who Frank the Tank is? He works for Barstool Sports. Big dude.
I know Frank the Tank.
So Frank's classic. His rants on social are brilliant. But he's a humongous Mets fan. Like die hard, bleeds Mets blue. This man hates Sal Licata more than anybody on the planet. And he just disintegrates in this rant. Disintegrates completely.
Sal Licata, you fucking asshole! You motherfucker! You fucking did it again! You fucking did it again! You fucked the Mets again! Stop fucking the Mets, you goddamn motherfucking Braves! Fucking goddamn fucking motherfucker! The Mets decision fucking over! It's over! Ryan Stenning, you fucking stop giving up goddamn motherfucking home runs! It's fucking over! Everything had its makeup is a fucking goddamn solid motherfucker! Why you don't shouldn't fucking tweet anything anymore this fucking day? Get your goddamn motherfucking team! My team ain't gonna fucking come out!
Okay,
man.
I isolated one small part because I don't think this is English.
Why you don't shouldn't fucking tweet anything anymore this fucking day?
Oh, man.
Hey, you can tell when someone enjoys something so much they start crying. Rob over there crying right now.
There's nothing funnier to me.
The funny part is you think with a voice like that, your name wouldn't be Tank.
I know. You Frank the Ballerina or something. But
Exactly.
no, dude, oh my God, dude. But I love the meltdown. Did you ever have a guy, media, otherwise, that you always felt like was a jinx? Like the minute they started writing something good about either you or the Lakers or the Rockets or somebody, they were like, oh shit, this guy's on our side. We're falling apart.
It's so weird. I never really like read anybody's stuff when I played. I never really looked at anything. I might come on and look at ESPN or something like that, but I never read anything. I never wanted to because I learned from my first couple of years in the NBA when I had that little confrontation with one of our beat writers in Houston, where he said something that he heard me say something when I was laughing and joking with someone. And he stepped up late to the meeting and wrote it. And I'm like, dude, that was a joke that we were saying. And you said I said it. So I never pay him any attention.
Okay.
Never.
We do have audio of your confrontation with the beat writer. Oh, I was going to play the Frank again.
Why you
know
don't
the beat
shouldn't
writer
fucking
is.
tweet anything anymore?
It's Rob going back to the beat writer. All right, we'll do the last story. And we're going to have to skip Cody's question this week, but we'll talk about it briefly. Red Sox fan in the Green Monster seats drops a home run ball. I don't know if you saw this either, but it happened on Monday night.
I saw that.
Dude sitting in the front row of the Green Monster at Fenway in Boston, probably one of the most iconic seats in the world. You're sitting on the front row of the Green Monster. I don't know who hit it, but some dude hit a home run. He's there. The ball hits him, bounces off him, falls back into the field of play. And sucks. You blew the opportunity. Everyone made fun of you. The worst was his wife. His wife is sitting next to him with her head in her hands.
Yep, I saw that.
Mortified. Because she knows that her husband is going to be on every national broadcast dropping a foul ball off the Green Monster and probably going to get made fun of it for the rest of his life. By his friends, by his family. They're going to haze him on that forever.
Hey, the best line you can use, sun was in my eyes.
Son, it was a night game.
Lights were in my eyes, man.
Lights is lights.
I lost it in the darkness. You better come up with some excuse, man. Because if you just have a pop fly like that and you drop it, not with the social media.
Pop fly into the... All right, so my question is, and I don't know if you have an answer for this, when's the last time you embarrassed your wife in public?
My birthday party.
Okay.
I told you I had about 30, 45 shots of tequila. So
you were you were in bad shape.
I wasn't in bad shape.
So
I wasn't, my dancing wasn't, dancing. So
explain that. My dancing wasn't dancing.
Because as you go back and you look at the film.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Let's go to the tape.
You thought you had more rhythm than you had.
And it's really just kind of slumped over doing this the whole time.
Yeah. I thought I did something that was a little bit smoother, and it didn't look as smooth as I thought it did.
Broke a coffee table. You're like,
and then I got, I got on the mic. Everybody knows the song, "Blow the Whistle."
Blow your whistle.
Yeah. Yep. And so I got up there on the mic store and said, "Blow your whistle." I started singing the song. All right, on and on. Can't stop. So she was like,
"Oh God,
I can't believe this." And everybody was laughing and filming it.
Oh, taking pictures of you. Okay. So I've never met drunk Robert Horry. So I don't know. I don't know that guy. I'm excited to meet him one day. I know. I'm like it's like Bruce Banner, but you've never met the Hulk. You know what I mean? Like I'm excited to meet the Hulk one day. I want to meet drunk Robert Horry. I don't know how. He seems like a fun dude. All right, my last question was from Cody. It just said they wanted to know what you thought about Deadpool and Wolverine, which I'm not going to talk about because there's some stuff in it that I knew. When you see it, and I don't know how much spoilery stuff you know about it. Like, I don't know. Because it's been out for like 5 or 6 days. And okay, so if
every time I see something, I don't watch. And it was weird because Candace's daughter, Gabrielle, she wants to go see it. So I think we're going to make Candace go with us to go see it. And I was like, you want to go see Deadpool? Okay, I got somebody that want to go. Because Christian, he would not go to the freaking movies, man. He used to like to go as a little kid, but now he won't go. So now I don't go to movies because I got nobody that want to go because what I want to watch, Candace doesn't want to watch. So Gabrielle says she wants to go. So we're going to drag Candace and we're going to go see Deadpool.
You need to go see it. There are a lot of super cool things that pop up. All I'm going to say is this without spoiling anything. Cameos on cameos on cameos. And every time you think you're like, wow, how did they and then there's another one and you're like, son of a bitch. What a brilliant
I heard about that though.
Brilliant movie. And there's a sequence near the end. My goodness, that you're just like, how did it take so long to do this? It's incredible. It lives up to the hype, truly. You will love this movie. That's what I will tell you. You will absolutely love it.
So speaking of Marvel, I hope the rumor's not true.
What rumor? You're talking about the Robert Downey Jr. rumor?
Yeah.
No, it's not a rumor. It was announced at Comic-Con.
Yeah, it was announced.
He was there.
I hope it's just a rumor. It can't. This is what I know.
Okay.
Even though.
What's his name? To the point, Robert Downey Jr. was announced as the new Dr. Doom. That's what you're getting at right here?
Yes. Okay. But it's almost like when you look at, I was a little upset with Captain America. Dude, you were just fucking, what's his name?
Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four. Yeah.
And then, even though that movie was kind of considered a flop, And so you can kind of erase him from that moment and put him as Captain America.
He did a great job
You
as Captain.
fucking Tony Stark. You cannot erase Tony Stark.
So here's the thing. I don't think they're gonna. There is a very, very cool run of Doctor Doom in the comics where he finds Iron Man armor and sort of takes on the persona of Iron Man, but it's really Doctor Doom, and you don't know that. So it's a mix of like magic and tech. I think they probably take that idea and they turn it around. So it's Tony Stark as Iron Man kind of becoming Doctor Doom, which I think would be cool because then it's this melded character of Doctor Doom and Iron Man. So it's a Stark variant from another timeline that went bad, that broke really bad and got into the mystical Doctor Strange shit and uncovered and became Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
So that's that's the only way this plays with him as Doctor Doom. He has to be some sort of a Stark variant or something, right? Because I don't know any other way that you do it.
It's got to be, because you think about it, there's so many other good actors out there that could step into the Marvel world and be Doctor Doom.
Yes. And now here's the thing with Downey. He's making upwards of $80 million for the just for the next 2 Avengers movies. That man's going to get broke off again from Marvel to be in an Avengers movie. Nuts. But good for Robert Downey Jr. And go see Deadpool, goddammit. You're going to love it.
I need to go.
Both of you guys will freaking love it. But Rob, there is stuff in there that was like written for you. That was like, oh, this is for Rob. I can't believe he hasn't seen it.